So we are back in Horsham today for a site introduction on one of our recent projects. But as you can see, we are hiding in Brandon's lovely truck with our Starbucks here because it is absolutely hammering it down. We don't want to get too wet and get the cameraman wet and dirty. So it's good to be back in Horsham as we've been working a lot in Ifold, Billingshurst and various other areas. So it's nice to be back in our local town to carry out a nice project. So this project today is a single storey extension followed by full refurbishment to the ground floor, allowing for the new to flow well with the old, whilst also making some other structural adjustments and bringing together a new downstairs toilet with its own shower, and also making some adjustments to the front door and the removal of a chimney from top to bottom to increase the space. To the first floor we got various changes as well. Some of the main ones being to two of the bedrooms to readapt some of the stub work to form some new wardrobe space, and then taking it up into the loft where we've got some major structural issues which Brandon can just touch base on quick.
Yeah, so there's some structural issues with the loft where the roof is basically moving, so there's not the correct lateral restraint in place, so therefore we have to install additional stills at the first floor ceiling height, throw some posts off there to the underside of the roof, and basically re-supporting the roof retrospectively rather than installing a new roof. So yeah, we're going to have a tin hat going over the scaffolding. A lot of the roofing tiles are going to come off, stills are going to go in, and then supports are going to go up to the underside of the roof, which we can go into more detail on later.
So we'll touch base on that stage when we're actually carrying out the work, so it's just quite a lot to try and understand right now. It feels like an episode of carpool karaoke, doesn't it? Should we get on a little tune and have a little sing-along?
Cringy.
Pretend you're James Gordon.
Got a GoPro.
Right, let's do it. Before we get out, let's just go through our coffee choice. So I've actually switched it up today.
Shut up.
It's so camera shy, isn't it? Anyway, I've gone for a cappuccino. I've gone for almond milk. Not too sure why I did that, feeling a bit bougie. But as bougie as that gets, Brandon's gone for a dirty chai latte with a bit of cinnamon on top. It's not my cup of tea, but that'll do. And the cameraman drinks Monster. Do all you cameramen drink Monsters? Is it because you stay up to the early hours of the morning editing content? I don't know. Let's go.
Right, so where we're stood now is the entrance to the house. We didn't come through the front door because the client's away and we haven't got a key, but so we've gone around the back, hence not being able to show you what was actually going on here. So this door's going to get pushed right back to the front of the house. So the door's going to be in line with the external wall. This is going to give us some more space to the entrance here, where you're going to come in and you're going to have a toilet and some storage to the right hand side here where Mitch is. And then behind where you are now, you've got this wall here, which is going to come down. We're going to have a utility room, which is getting pushed over this way. And then this wall here is also going over that way to create a larger entrance. So when you come in, you'll almost have double the width as what you've got now, which is going to create that more family feel to the home and give lots of space.
And then this room over here is the family room. This is where the chimney is on the ground floor. Now this is going to be coming down. It's going to be coming out all the way to the top. So we've got a lot of work going on there, and that is the only change for this room. It's going to remain as it is.
Remind ourselves.
First time on the job.
We come through now into what is the current kitchen. We've got the external wall here, which is going to remain. We're going to have French doors in here going out into the extension. When you come through here, you've got the existing dining room. This dining room is going to be the kitchen eventually, so it's going from here to over here, and it's going to run around those two external walls. And then you're going to have this whole wall here, the whole width length of this current extension is coming down, and it's going to allow this whole space to be as one, with the kitchen, dining, and snug down the other end. And like I mentioned, this wall's going to stay up with a separating set of internal French doors to lead you into the extension.
And these French doors will also be carried on over to this side, where it leads you on into the living room. So these French doors will match these ones, so them two will have a relationship, and I imagine the other doors will be changed to follow that as well. And like Brandon said, out there in the rain is where the new open plan living space is going to be.
Right, okay, so we're in the lounge now. This is the front of the house here. And then here you've got the garage. This garage is going to get demolished externally and internally. And then this space, what you can see now, is going to get given to the lounge. So this wall is going to continue all the way to the external corner of the house, and you're going to have a large window to this side here. which will be in the centre of the wall, which will have allow all that natural light into this room. And as you can see now, it's a lounge which has got this big box in it, which we need to get rid of. So once we get rid of the garage, we're going to install a new garage attached to the house to the front. But yeah, it's going to lend us some space. And yeah, that's it in here.
Is there another fireplace here then? It's coming down. Is that fireplace staying there?
I don't think it's a real fireplace, is it?
Or is it fake?
No, it's pretty real actually.
It's a real one. I can't wait to explain what a block and beam oversite is for all my viewers that have seen it all before.
Right, head on up.
We are now upstairs on the first floor where, like I said, we're making a few adjustments, mainly being to some of the bedrooms. So I think it's 2 bedrooms, this one over here and this one at the front. We're going to eat away at some empty space and increase the amount of wardrobe space in these rooms. So in this room here, this is next door to the family bathroom. So what we're going to be doing is reducing the size of the family bathroom ever so slightly and creating an opening for some wardrobes, which is going to eat away at that bathroom. We're going to corner it off in a section. The brown is in here now. So I haven't actually seen the finalised layout, but essentially what we're going to do is take away this box where the shower is and incorporate that wardrobe space into that bedroom. And I think the same thing's happening for over there. So this door here, which leads you on into a little storage cupboard, instead of having this space to the hallway, we're going to give it to this bedroom over here. So we are lights.
Sorry about this. There a second.
Get these blinds up. Oh,
interesting.
What the hell is that? Oh, it's miserable out there. So come in here, Tez. We're going to have 2 doors going here, leading you on into some lovely little wardrobe space. That's not it for the first floor. It is in the sense that that's all you're going to see, but what's going to be hidden behind in the ceiling joist is various steels. Now we're going to be putting several steels on this floor, on this ceiling space, and this is going to allow us to then install steel posts going above into that loft space, supporting the deflected roof. Right, so Brandon's had to leave because he didn't want to get his hair wet, so he's left me to pick up the pieces outside. Sorry, 2 seconds. Hello, mate. So, as I said, Brandon has made a quick exit as he didn't want to get his lovely curly hair wet. So this is where all the fun's happening outside. We thought we'd do inside first in the hope that it'd stop raining, then jump out here. But I think we just got to take it on the chin. I think if we didn't come today, that'd be the 3rd time we haven't filmed. And it's not good, is it? So we're going to make the most of it. So this is where the open plan living space is going to be, as we've mentioned a couple of times now. So it's divided into 3 sections. We've got the kitchen, dining table, and then over to that end we've got a little snug, little chilled area. So when the parents are cooking dinner or entertaining guests, the kids can be at the opposite end watching TV and doing what kids do. So we have got a block and beam oversite in this extension. Now, common times when you go for a block and beam oversite can be for various reasons, one of which can be due to surrounding trees where you've got ground heave, and another reason is if the existing building is off a suspended floor, which in this case it is. So we have to ensure that the ventilation in that suspended floor is carried out through the extension out into the new external wall. So that's what led us on to installing the block and beam oversite. Now a block and beam oversite spreads the structural load from one load bearing element over to the other, allowing free space below for air circulation. And this air circulation is enabled with telescopic vents, these black vents here. They come from the external wall, come down underneath the block and beam, allowing that air to circulate. We've got a standard brick and block work construction going on. So we've got our external leaf done in the brickwork up to DPC height. And once the block and beam's done, we then construct our internal block leaf. We're going to be changing the roof on the existing extension, which is currently a flat roof. We're going to turn this into a vaulted roof throughout, and then we're going to have valleys which come down where we tie into the existing extension. To encourage natural light into this extension, which we always want to do as much as possible, we are incorporating 4 evenly spaced Velux roof lights. Also accompanied by a lovely set of sliding doors going from floor to ceiling, increasing the feeling of space throughout and also having free flow from the inside and outside into the garden. It's exciting stages of the project with the oversite going down and foundations complete, and then we can get excited for the brickwork to go up next week, and then we can start cutting pitching the roof and making some structural alterations. As always, it's been a pleasure to share our latest project with you guys back at home. Don't forget to like, subscribe, click the link for any notifications on the latest videos, and make sure you ask us any questions and leave it in the comments below. Thank you for watching. So I'm halfway through, I've done about 20. I'm going to do a muscle up, mate. My head will go through it.
Yeah, that's it. All right.
I was going to